Hi there, I'm John from LiveEdgeKing.com, and today what we're going to do is review our live edge flattening services. So there's a few processes involved with making live edge slabs. The first one is getting the tree into the mill, and what the mill is doing is cutting the tree into cross sections, and that's how you end up with these slabs here. Now that's what live edge is, because you have the edge with the bark. And generally they're about 2 inches or more, or they could be less. You know, we could do things to spec for you at liveedgeking.com. Now you might be wondering, why would you need to flatten live edge if it's cut totally flat with the mill? Well, the reason for that is moisture content. Because when you cut a tree, it still has a very high moisture content. And what happens is if you use that to, let's say, make a nice wooden mantle or a board or what have you, what will happen is that wood will slowly dry, and then it'll start to warp on you just because of the difference in the moisture content in the wood itself. And also you get the stress points starting to pop out. Now what we do here at liveedgeking.com is everything that we do is kiln dried. One is to get rid of the moisture, but also to kill all the bugs. Because again, trees have bugs in them, and that's not something you want to introduce to your house or your shop. The machine behind me is a full sheet CNC router, and that's a wonderful tool for flattening live edge. Now you might say, you know, I have a planer, could run the board through the planer and have a nice flat surface. And the planer does a pretty good job of it. The problem is it only flattens it at that one area. And with the CNC router, what we do is we put the whole board on the router, and then we flatten it completely. Then we flip the board around and we flatten that. So that means you have something that's totally parallel, totally flat. Now, as for how much material is removed, it really depends on the live edge. Some live edge warps quite a bit, and some of it doesn't at all. And as a result of that, you know, when you order your slabs from liveedgeking.com, we'll let you know how much it is to flatten the live edge at a flat rate for the slab that you buy. Flattening with a full sheet CNC router is a relatively seamless process here at liveedgeking.com. And it's an important thing to do if you're, let's say, making tables. Because the last thing you want to do is, let's just say this is a cup, and you put it on your table and it starts to fall over, especially with like wine glasses and that kind of stuff. You really need a totally flat surface. And it really helps a lot when you have, let's say, table legs, because then everything is completely flat from the table legs all the way upwards to the table. Live edge flattening does two things to a piece of live edge board. The first thing is obviously it flattens it, but it also removes any kind of crud or stuff that built up on the surface of it. So not only do you have a very flat surface to work from, but you also have a surface that's incredibly clean to easily sand and polish at your end. I enjoy woodworking myself, so that's why we have the live edge flattening service as an add-on on our website and in our showroom in Niagara. And the reason for that is because I'm also a woodworker. So I can totally appreciate that you want just a piece of live edge and you want to flatten yourself, you want to sand it, you want to build the whole table yourself that way. But because we have additional tooling here in the shop, if you want to save a bit of time, we can bring things up to a polish if you want, and all you have to do is bolt it in or screw it in together. Or we can give you just the live edge slab itself and you do all the work at your end. Live Edge King has a lot of tooling specialized in woodworking. So let's say you have a small car and all you need is a small wood slab about this size. We can actually cut it out of a piece of live edge for you, flatten it and everything all set up for you to go and do your own design work with it. So you have the flexibility with us. You don't have to buy a full 12-foot or 16-foot long piece of live edge. If you want a smaller piece, just contact us and let us know. And when you visit the showroom as well, if you want something cut into multiple pieces or different sizes, we can totally do that for you as well in our Niagara showroom. Our Niagara showroom is only available on appointment only. So go to liveedgeking.com and contact us from there. Let us know what you're roughly looking for. Even if you don't find it on the website, we have a huge inventory of live edge that isn't actually added to the website yet or is coming up. So contact us at liveedgeking.com and we'll help you out with all your live edge needs.